Hey, good morning, dear Africans, dear Nigerians. My name is Smart Mado Ajaja. I am the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite and the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN and the Nightingale Radio International from Houston, Texas, United States of America. This is a quick warning to ordinary Africans, Nigerians in particular. This is a serious warning. This is a serious warning. One of the reasons Africa is on the canvas is because we have been rewired mentally to feel like we are a needy people that we are not. We don't need the help of any foreign interest in Africa. Africa is the one feeding the whole of the world. But for some reasons, we have accepted that we are the crying babies of the world. We are not. The destiny of the world is in Africa. That the world exists is because of resources in Africa. That is why there's always a scramble, a sustained scramble for the control of Africa. Any people who controls Africa controls the world. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because of the massive poverty in Africa that should never have been. Why are we suffering? We are suffering chiefly from two reasons. The tragedy of leadership and the unconsciousness of followership or citizens. And this is what we must change now before we are consigned to the history of eternal death. They come with all forms of games to keep us on the canvas. And because of the poverty of leadership that we have, we accept every nonsense that is thrown at us and dumped on our continent. Because they have made us to feel that we are inferior, eternally inferior to them. Inferiority that does not exist in the first place. They make us not able to look at them in the face and tell them. And this is the result of the type of leadership we put forward. Every time we have opportunities to choose leadership. That is why we are suffering. We are not a poor people by any standard. We are not supposed to be suffering. Bill Gates is coming to Nigeria again. He comes in the name of helping African countries to develop. America does not want him. I live here. Nobody talks anything good about Bill Gates. So his great gift to Africa should be rejected and or subjected to extreme scrutiny. Do you hear what I'm saying? He's not wanted here. Nobody cares about him here. He knows what he's doing in Africa is not genuine. But they prey on the foolish leadership of Africa. Like the animal we have occupying space in Nigeria. They welcome because they have seen a white man. They never seen a white man before. Anything white man tells them, they agree to it. Especially the white man who has no respect for the African, who sees the African as an animal. The way their ancestors have defined us for a very long time. To the extent that we went through slavery. We went through colonialism. They took us through imperialism. They took us through apartheid. And now they are taking us through globalization. Globalization is their final certificate of occupancy to repossess Africa for keeps. And that is why they planted, or they are always planting puppets as leaders. That is why they are fighting Ibrahim Traore to destroy him and put a puppet there. That is why they want to repossess Niger after they have been ejected from there. That is why they want Mali so badly. That is why they are somehow in control of Guinea. That is why they organized a palace coup in Gabon. Africans, wake up. Wake up. African, the ordinary African, you always complaining of hunger. You are always hungry. Hunger in the land. You are always hungry. You cannot see. We tell you all this truth. Wake up. What does it take you to if you have to choose a leader, what does it take you to choose a good leader? You know these people, some of them are from your hometown. You know their history. You know the one that is not good. But you will choose the one that will give you money that he stole from you. And then when he steals that, when he gives you that money, you sell your life, you sell your children's future to him. And he goes out there not doing anything but lining his pocket. And because he has no high intellectual capacity, he cannot look at ordinary Indian in the face. He cannot look at Chinese in the face. Not to talk about look at a white man in his face. Anything they tell them, they will accept. This is good for my people. That is what we have been suffering. That is why Africa is the way it is. We have the men. We have great intellectuals. We have those with the foresight. We have those with vision that can take Africa away from bondage in a jiffy. Because we have all that we take that they don't have. That is why they are constantly in Africa. Why are they coming all the time? Why is China now on the loose, on the chain, off the chain, bringing millions of the prisoners into Africa? Yeah, most of the Chinese you see in Africa are those, they are serving jail terms in China. But China is smart in a way. Their leadership is smart. They want to put them into productive use. That's why they deploy them off of Chinese country. That's why they remove them from their country and send them to Africa. You see what they are doing? Even in the rural parts of Africa, they are there digging up minerals, polluting our water. Because we have stupid people as leaders. Stupid idiots as leaders. Stupid idiots as traditional rulers. Idiots as governors. Idiots as lawmakers. Idiots as president. That is why we are suffering. Before we talk about choosing leaders, you are telling me about Yoruba, you are telling me about Fulani, you are telling me about Hausa, instead of choosing the right person who can defend the country as a patriot, who can put his life on the line for the country to ensure that nothing comes. You see how America is defended? They even go thousands of miles claiming that they are defending America. Thousands of miles. Yeah, in countries that have no physical boundary with America. Yeah, they do that to protect the American interests. So how many African countries, let me say Nigeria. Nigeria had the capacity to do what America is doing. Yes, Nigeria was positioned, I think by divine inclination, even if it was a sovereign and territorial mistake at the beginning. But because we don't have the leaders who can think and think us out of hell, that is why Nigeria is still stuck. Nigeria is positioned to be, if not even better than the United States, with all the resources that it has and all the resources in Africa. But Nigeria is doomed, not presenting the type of leadership that can take her and her people anywhere. And this is the reason why we must chase Bola Ahmed Tinubu out of that place. He is going to sink Nigeria. You have seen the sign. Everybody is dying now. People are still keeping quiet. Yes, that is why he will organize fake protests. Like the last protest was his work. It was not a Nigerian protest. But Nigerian people took part thinking that it was a protest in their interest. That is why the chemistry of that protest was not what is supposed to be, enough to push him out. Nigerians, I warn you, most of the food you are eating are what they call GMO, genetically modified foods. That is what Bill Gates represents. He comes that Africans are hungry. He wants to help Africa. Everybody wants to help Africa. But Africans are not helping themselves. We must help ourselves first by looking at our foundation. Who are our leaders? Who is my counselor? Who is your local government chairman? Who is representing you at the State House of Assembly? Who is your member of House of Representatives? Who is your senator? Now, who is your president? Who are in your judiciary? Yeah, all these things are pillars that we must rely on to rebuild Nigeria and build it in a manner, to a country that we can all be proud of. But if we continue to do tribalism, if we continue to do religious nationalism, if we continue to do regional nationalism, if we continue to give blind party loyalty to criminals, we will be exterminated. You hear me? That is the word. Exterminated from the surface of this earth. I thought I shared this. So when Brigade is coming to Nigeria, he's trying to sell them some stupid ideas that Nigerians, yeah, because they think he bring money come. Maybe he go if he actually bring money come. All right? Then go, come, Oyibo man don't come, Nigeria. Brigade don't come. He can't help us. Or why are you always needing help? We have everything. Why are we always needing help? We don't need anybody's help. They need our help. We have been helping them. We have been helping them. They come and rape everything. They take everything away from us. We are the reason they survive. We are the reason their economy is the best. We are the reason their children are going to school. But while our own are inside the forest, all right? While our own are scratching the ground and eating, and they come and laugh at us. Africans are suffering, they are poor, and all that. Oh, you know their government is poor, you know their economy is poor. Well, really, for people who come to steal from us and then give a little fraction to you as aid, you are stupid. We have been so stupid. This is the reason why Africans, young Africans, rebel. That is what we are telling you, rebel. Put your life behind those you can trust that can defend them. Goodbye for now.